if you are a person who needs a guide stone, a touchstone, a somewhere to start, then you might use this, because everything I say in these kind of discussions always has to be with respect to that high point in the bell-shaped curve. I have to talk about these folks. So everything is geared towards the middle. What I'm saying is your mileage will vary. You might need a bit more than this. You might need a bit less than this. You might have to do n=1 experimentation on yourself to kind of suss it. But let's start in the middle. Okay. I always say to people that what you ideally need as a human being is somewhere around about 2 grams of protein per kilogram of ideal body mass. So to give you an example of how that works in the real world, using non-freedom units that we like to use on this side of the planet, you can make conversions for yourselves if you really want to. But my height is 5'6", which is 1.68 meters. What I do is I take 1.68 meters and divide that by itself. Multiply it by itself. Not divide it by. We square it times 1.68. Right. That gives us 2.8224. Now, to work out my ideal weight in kilograms from that, what I need to do is multiply that number by the ideal body mass, which is so-called 25. Assuming I'm a male of European descent, so not African or Asian or, that kind of stuff, and that I'm normally muscled, not hugely muscled or hugely under-muscled. So there's a lot of assumptions, but okay, 25. That gives us 63.5 kilograms is my ideal body mass for my height. So 1.68 meters times 1.68 meters was 2.8224, multiplied by the middle range of the ideal body mass for a male at 22.5, 63.5 kilos. There it is, to clarify all of that. Okay. So I need 2 grams of protein per that. So that's going to be 126 grams of protein or so. Let's use 125 for the easy math, because calculators don't work when you have mouse buttons that don't work. And what you end up with there would be, well, what you have to do is take that weight in protein and multiply it by 4 to get a weight of meat, because meat is not all protein. 3/4 of it is not. These days, I just do it visually. I go, that's about as much meat as it needs to be. But if I needed somewhere to start, that's what it would be. And then people say, well, how much fat and what's the fat ratio to the protein and all that? To which I just go, well, you start eating when you feel hungry. You make sure you eat that much protein and you eat the fat that's with it. And if you're still hungry after that, you eat some more fat until you feel like you don't want to eat anymore.